Good morning, everyone. I am Mayor Nathaniel George Booker for the Village of Maywood. That is NATHANIELGEORGEBOOKER. So happy to be here before you all today and welcoming you all to the Village of Eternal Light. This building not only represents more affordable and quality homes in the Village of Maywood and in the West Cook County area, it represents a continuation of people plus partnership equaling possibilities. Here in the Village of Maywood, I'm here so blessed today with state officials, county officials, along with some of our trustees here out today to talk about not only what we're doing of transforming our community, but truly focusing on all of the elements of a healthy community that goes into play. When we think about the Village of Maywood, I'm going into my 5th year as mayor. And when I first came in, we were double digits in homicides. This year alone, because of the work that we've been able to do with the Peacekeepers of Black Men United, we've only experienced one. And that was genuinely a domestic violence dispute. We have consistently focused on being double digits down, not only in homicides, but with working with the more than 40 peacekeepers that are throughout the Village of Maywood and our surrounding communities. We've dropped in aggravated assaults, we've dropped in burglaries, we've dropped in car theft. We are consistently working to make sure that this is a safer community. With everyone that's out here on this stage today, along in partnership with Black Men United, we've secured more funding to open economic opportunity resource centers. We've done our feasibility studies in regards to federally qualified health centers. We've received funding from the state in regards to having our grocery store reopened next year with a grant of $2.5 million that will consistently bring resources to us. When we talk about the partnership of Black Men United, Pastor Harrell and Terry Young, who are the founders, have been a blessing to this community and to this region and to the nation. When you think about the Pastor Harrell is the church that my family moved into in the Village of Maywood back in the 1960s. That was their first church home, the Proviso Baptist Church. When we think about what's going on right now, not only with their peacekeepers, but if there's a fire that takes place and displaces a family, when they receive that apartment, Black Men United is the first one to come and furnish them. When we're dealing with people who are experiencing homelessness and a way of saying they don't have a space to live, we work in partnership with different organizations that can get those families maybe off their auntie's couch into an apartment, that Black Men United are the first ones to come and house them and make sure that they have furniture. When we have community giveaways, last year we had a community giveaway that fed over 500 families in partnership, and thanks to Black Men United. Black Men United is at... Black Men United is at every corner, nook, and cranny of the Village of Maywood in all elements of a healthy community, truly focusing on building out the social determinants of health. God bless Black Men United. God bless everyone back here who makes sure that there are checks cut and voted on, whether it be county or state, to make sure Black Men United can keep going. And thank you all so much. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to one of my great mentors, who I'm going for some more checks right after I finish talking, Commissioner Tara Stamps from Cook County.
Checks, and more checks. But you know what? I'm okay with him asking for checks, even better with him receiving checks, because he has been a good steward of the resources, not only of county, but of state and locally as well. So let's give another round of applause to this young man who is setting a standard about what it means to be in community, what it truly does mean to invest in people. So welcome to the 1st District. It is my pleasure to represent Proviso. It's my pleasure to be in partnership and in support of Black Men United and the countless work that they do in community all over this city, all over this country. There have been times when I've called Pastor Harrell, said I can't because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi. I can't because there was a flood and the people need help. And so when that siren, when that call gets made, they are the first line of defense. And that is not an easy feat, and that's not an easy path to walk, but I think they do it with such aplomb. And of course, you could not have Black Men United with some amazing Black women who are always holding them down. So I give mad love to you all as well. It is my pleasure to welcome not only to the 1st District, but to you all, one of my mentors, one of the brothers that God was just kind enough to give me when I became Cook County Commissioner, and that is Commissioner Bill Lowery.
Let me first say to my colleague and sister Tara Stamps, thank you for letting me come to the 1st District. We appreciate you. Bill Lowery, L-O-W-R-Y. I serve as Cook County Commissioner of the 3rd District. I serve as Vice Chair of the Finance Committee for the Cook County Board of Commissioners. I serve as Chair of the Health and Hospitals Committee for the Cook County Board of Commissioners, and I serve as Vice Chair of the Cook County Health Board of Directors. But today, I'm honored to share with you a vision that is not only about bricks and mortar, it's about dignity. It's about hope. It's about the future of families living right here in Maywood. Pastor John Harrell and Black Men United, with the support of state funding and additional investment from Cook County's Home Fund, have taken an important step today, and that step is by purchasing this property. The mission is clear, and the mission is urgent. It is to provide safe and affordable housing that uplifts the lives of families who are restoring strength to our community. This project is simply about more than just building housing. This mission is about creating homes. It's about creating places where children can grow and grandparents can watch them grow. It's about places where families can thrive and look forward to the future, all while creating lasting memories. But this project is only the beginning. This initiative will serve as an engine for progress, supporting workforce development, supporting strengthening good food choices and options. It will create strengthening work development. It will also assist us in our ongoing battle to reduce crime in our communities. This initiative is an investment in clean energy. It also represents a vision where affordable housing is more than just shelter. The housing will serve as a foundation for our community, a foundation for our children, a foundation for our future. For years, we've seen disinvestment in our community. We're tired of that. For years, we have suffered from economic inequity, healthcare inequity, community inequity, environmental inequity. We're tired of that. And today is an example of the path forward, a path forward which will include the equity that we deserve, and a path forward which will continue to merge opportunity and dreams in a way that our children deserve to see and our parents deserve to live. So I say again, thank you. Thank you, Pastor Harrell, for doing this. Thank you, Black Men United. Thank you. And now, Mayor Katrina Thompson.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mayor Booker, the Village of Maywood, Governor Pritzker, Speaker Welch, Senator Lightford, Pastor John Harrell, and all of our community leaders. I am Broadview Mayor Katrina Thompson, Katrina Thompson. Today we gather here at 1010 Greenwood Apartments, a project that speaks directly to the heart of what community needs most. This development addresses one of the greatest challenges facing Maywood and all of Proviso Township, the lack of affordable housing and the rise of homelessness. I'm so proud of the vision and commitment of Pastor John Harrell and Black Men United, whose work has consistently created spaces for unity in our communities, through community giveaways, food distribution to fight food desert, violence prevention efforts, and now safe housing initiatives. They come to show us what it means to serve those in need and build a stronger community for all. I'm especially encouraged that this project even goes further by making investments in environmental sustainability. From solar energy to water conservation to indoor air quality systems. This forward-thinking solutions give our community hope that we too can thrive in the future, built on renewable energy and environmental stewardship. This is the kind of work that changes lives, build communities, and provide opportunities where they are needed most. So today I say thank you. Thank you for addressing housing and showing that when we invest in people, we all rise together. May God bless you, and now I'm honored to turn it over to Senator Lakisha Collins.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here today. I want to say thank you to our governor, J.B. Pritzker, to the mayor, my good friend, Nathaniel Booker of the village of Maywood, to the House Speaker Emanuel Welch, to my sister, my dear friend, who is my colleague in the Senate, Majority Leader Kimberly Lightford, was also a mentor to me, and so many of my colleagues on all levels of government. This is a full circle for me. I represent the 5th Senate District. I forgot to spell my name. Lakisha Collins, LakesiaCollins, 5th Senate District. And I represent the best side, which is the west side, to the near north side of Chicago. But today is a full circle. I was telling Pastor Harrell that I am standing in the same village where my foster family took me in, right here in Maywood, across the street from one of the best schools, Proviso East High School, Class 04. And I say that because I never thought in a million years I'll be in a position to be a part of this great project that is going to give people an address, which is so important. My God, yes. Black Men United and the leadership of Black Men United, the men and the women who continue to sacrifice your time. You are addressing food insecurity. And I got to brag about you a little bit because you all do some amazing work. They are in 37 states and some. You all have the blueprint to preventing violence. You are giving people multiple options. And the work that you're doing as peacekeepers, and what Mayor Booker just said, is why it's so important to invest in people. Yes. This building restores hope. It gives people an opportunity to have a seat at the table, to eat dinner, to talk to their families about the things that are going on in society. It gives them respect. It restores their dignity. It is restoration. And it's also a modern upgrade. And it's investing in clean energy. The workforce development piece, you're putting people back to work. You are reversing their option of being in survival mode, which is what people are living through every single day. And that is why it is so important to trust the organizations who have boots on the ground, because you know what the people need. And so I'm so proud to work with these leaders behind me who are supporting these efforts. And I will never waver from this work because I know how important and impactful it is. It has saved my life, and it is going to save thousands and thousands of other people's lives. And you all have been a blessing to the west side, to the south side, to the north side, to the east side, to Maywood, all across the state of Illinois. And I thank you and congratulations. Congratulations on another great milestone and investment in our communities. And thank you for your partnership. I love you. There's nothing you can do about that. And with all the pleasure and honor, I want to bring up our next speaker, the Speaker of the House, Emanuel Welch.
Good morning, everyone. Senator Collins is always a tough act to follow, but I'll try to do my best. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be here in the Maywood, in my hometown with all of our friends and family. This is family. Honored that our Governor J.B. Pritzker is here with us this morning, Senator Lightford, Senator Collins. I want to give them a special shout out because right here in the backdrop of Proviso East High School, I tell people every day, watch out for Proviso District 209, because right here on this stage, you're looking at several people that have PhDs, Proviso high school diplomas. And we're doing big things out here in the community. To our mayors, to Bishop Porter, the pastors, to the legendary, amazing, awesome, extraordinary Congressman Danny K. Davis. Let's give it up for Congressman Davis. And Alderman Walter Burnett from the west side. Alderman here. I just want to thank all of them for being here in Maywood with us this morning to celebrate this momentous occasion. And I say it's momentous because all of us understand what's been going on this week. We've heard a president talking about occupying our state and our cities with the military. rather than talking about investing in our communities. And all you got to look at, if you're going to reduce violence, if you're going to make communities better, all you got to do is look at what we're doing right here in Maywood today. Invest in us. Don't occupy us. Invest in us. And that's why I'm so proud on the state level that we are working very closely with the Black Men United. We've been doing it here in Maywood for a very long time. We just making the rest of y'all aware of what Black Men United has been doing. And I'm just so thankful for my friend and pastor, Reverend Harrell. Let's give Black Men United and Reverend Harrell a round of applause. But a special recognition to the people who made Reverend Harrell who he is today. I was honored to serve on the Proviso School Board with his mom, Francine Harrell, and his dad is here. That's who really made all this happen. You know, thank you, Francine. And honestly, you guys have heard me talk regularly about the difference between finite games and infinite games. I'm a big fan of sports. I love the Cubs, I love the Bears, you know, even though they probably lose more than they win. You know, that's the definition of a finite game. You're in it to win it. You think about winning. In an infinite game, you're not thinking about winning or losing. You're thinking about what's going to go on and go on and go on, and how do you make things better. When I think about the work that Reverend Harrell and Black Men United are doing here in Maywood, on the west side, and all throughout our city, they've been playing an infinite game, stabilizing families since the day they started. That's been their mission, to make communities better, to make housing affordable, to help people have access to health care, to make sure people actually have access to food and nutrition. That's playing an infinite game. That's making communities better. And that's what we're here celebrating today. We're celebrating an organization that's playing an infinite game and doing it very well. Let's give them another round of applause, please. And at this time, I would like to bring up someone who's been playing an infinite game very well for a very long time. She's been my friend, my mentor in this business, and just a proud Maywoodian. Let's bring it up for Senator Kim Lightford.
Hey. To God be the glory for the things he has done in my life. I bring greetings to all of you on behalf of the 4th Senate District. I am Kimberly A. Lightford, the first Black woman to represent as the Senate Majority Leader for the state of Illinois. And I did come from 60153, and that is my alma mater, Proviso East Dirty Lowdown class of 86. And my name is spelled Kimberly. My mother's middle name, ANN, rest in peace, mommy, my queen, my Foxy B. And Lightford, not Lightfoot, LIGHTFORD. That be me, Lil' Kim. So I want to bring greetings to all of you as we celebrate today the vision, the dedication, and unwavering commitment of Black Men United, an organization that has transformed what it means to build communities from the ground up. The building behind us is a building of hope, of opportunities, of families who will have a safe, affordable place to call home. Most importantly, of the power of what happens when we invest in our communities and believe in our capacity to create real lasting change. Black Men United has shown us that true leadership isn't just about identifying problems, but also about rolling up your sleeves and building solutions. Since its inception, Black Men United has been a beacon of empowerment, mentorship, and community development. I've known John for a long time, and every now and then over my tenure, John will show up. Senator, what we doing, what you doing, you know. And I was so excited when he showed up with the idea of establishing an organization that would be unique to the needs of the community, but also not afraid to go in the community and get with the people and meet them at their level. There's a lot of organizations doing a lot of things, but they ain't coming home, y'all. They ain't coming in the community, and they definitely don't have boots on the ground. So when I heard about their efforts to secure this property from the Department of Economic and Opportunity, I knew I had to do something. I proudly fought really hard for and secured state funds to ensure we can provide safe spaces and affordable housing for low-income families right here in my hometown of the village of Maywood. But what makes today even more special is that Black Men United has a commitment to sustainability. You can give me a little something, but you need to give me a foundation. I love you too. These sustainability initiatives represent forward-thinking leadership. They demonstrate that when we can address the housing crisis while also protecting our planet for future generations, we are focused on reducing the disproportionate energy, the burden to low to moderate income households face often. And in some cases, we have to pay 4 times more than our counterparts in other suburban communities. And this disparity often stems from aging, inefficient housing stock that has not received the accurate investments needed to remain competitive or energy efficient. So my lovely friend, John Harrell, is leading this effort, not only to address today's housing and energy challenges, but also to build a long-term strategy for energy resilience. We can all say what we're gonna do, but we're not building long-term, life-changing, breathing in fresh air, drinking fresh water opportunities. So thank you, Black Men United, for your leadership. Thank you to the residents, and God bless all of them who will bring life to these walls. And thank you to everyone who believed in this vision when it was just an idea, and who worked hard, tirelessly to make it a reality. And now I have the distinct opportunity to introduce our state fearless leader. I would consider him a friend. I'm okay to say that he's the best governor that I've had the opportunity to serve with. It's such a privilege to work with the person when I was in the role that Lakisha's in now as our joint chair, and she's so passionate. Did y'all feel her passion? Yeah. I was so glad the speaker had to come behind her and not me. But I want you all to know one thing. In that role, we created the 4 pillars to rid Illinois of systemic racism for the Black Caucus. And I called the governor, and the governor was there for us every step of the way. He did not waver once about an initiative to support the Black community. In fact, he opened his door and his staff to us as we built and drafted out the legislation. I don't know commitment like that to the Black community. I've not seen commitment like that to the Black community from any other governor. And Governor J.B. Pritzker is my 6th governor, and we don't want to lose him to presidency. We don't. But I tell you what, if God could bless the state of Illinois with such a wonderful leader, he can definitely allow him to serve across the world. I'm honored to bring up Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Well, you didn't want to follow Lakisha Collins. I don't want to follow Majority Leader Kimberly Lightford. That is a tough act to follow. Thank you so much. My gosh. Well, let me just begin by saying the kind of troops on the ground that we need in the city of Chicago are right here. Right here. That's right. It is wonderful to be with all of you today. I really am honored to be here to celebrate the incredible work of Black Men United. In cutting the ribbon today, which we're going to do in just a few minutes, on this revitalized affordable housing facility here in Maywood, We are deepening our shared mission of expanding quality housing for Illinoisans. That is what we need in the state of Illinois. A special thanks to Pastor John Harrell and his leadership and the folks around him for making this project and others like it available in this area. I'm so proud to be here and proud to be your partner in this work. I also want to thank the terrific community leaders, many of them here in the audience and behind me. If I start naming names, I'm going to leave somebody out. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the pastor for his blessing today. Thank you to the elected leaders that lead this community and that share Springfield with me to kind of work to deliver every single day for people in this community. And I just want you to know, when you send people, and remember who's sitting behind me in the legislature, when you send people who are true leaders, that is the group of people that gets things done. And I listen to them. They come to me, when they talk to me, by the way, I stop every time to sit down with your representatives, your leaders, because they truly represent this community in such an important fashion, and you should be very, very proud of who you sent to represent you. Thank you all for your leadership, all of you. Black Men United has been a force for good in this neighborhood and frankly all over the Chicagoland area. They not only provide direct support to individuals and families in need, but they help empower residents and mobilize resources to build stronger neighborhoods. For too long in Illinois, local communities and organizations like Black Men United have been carrying this burden alone. Generations of disinvestment and neglect had forced our people to fend for themselves. It was a reflection of failed leadership in government at all levels. All along, you didn't have a partner who was willing to stand alongside you in the fight to lift up our communities. A partner who helped to make real improvements to education and housing and healthcare. And by the way, right where we're standing, education, housing, healthcare. Truly. Well, I want you to know, state government is no longer on the sidelines, no longer missing in action. As long as I'm governor and as long as I get to work with the leaders of this community, the state of Illinois will remain in the game for all of you. Over the past 6 years, I've had the opportunity to work alongside community partners to listen and to take action to make up for the years of systemic and institutional failures. It's our job together to make it so that Black communities in Illinois and right here in Maywood don't just survive, but thrive. 6 years isn't nearly long enough to make up for 2 centuries of underinvestment. But we can't let the failures of the past deter us from future success. We've made real progress. And this project, which is supported by grants from the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, is an excellent example. Not only does this refurbishment and upgrade advance the cause of safe, affordable housing for families in Maywood, but Black Men United has created a model for the rest of the region and frankly the rest of the nation. These units provide high quality living space with an emphasis on sustainability, equity, and affordability. By incorporating clean energy infrastructure, residents will save money on their energy bills and improve overall standards of living. I'm proud that our state government has helped to make this project a reality. Housing is a basic human need and a vehicle for our broader ambitions and agenda of economic opportunity, of public safety, and of affordability. Together, the General Assembly and I have made great strides in meeting these goals, including an increase by more than $2 billion in K-12 education to help every child in Illinois, regardless of the zip code they live in, to get a real opportunity to get ahead in life. We've increased the minimum wage to a living wage and need to do more. We've extended grant funding and startup capital to small businesses, especially those owned by people of color and women. Our historic investments in violence intervention have helped to make, massive reductions in crime possible across this state. For example, our Peacekeepers program deploys community residents into neighborhood hotspots to de-escalate conflicts, resulting in a 41% reduction in shootings. And the homicide rate has been cut in half over the last 4 years. In half. Progress in all of these areas is only possible because organizations like Black Men United are in the communities, doing the work, helping families to succeed. I truly am tremendously grateful for their continued partnership in building communities where everyone has what they need to live a healthy and fulfilling life. Block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, we are on a path to getting there together. With that, I am pleased to hand this podium over to a great friend of the community, a friend of mine, a friend to the state of Illinois, Pastor John Harrell.
The worst thing you can do is to give a preacher a microphone. I want to first just say to God be the glory, because he's done some marvelous things for us all. I want to say thank you to my mother and father, because on that particular night, they probably didn't want me. They just wanted each other. So, but nevertheless, I'm here, y'all. Amen. I'm grateful for them. Man, I got some awesome parents. Our family has always been the house in the community that you can get some food, you can get some clothing, and you can get some shelter. But then I got my pastor here, Mac McCullum, legendary one and only Mac McCullum. I want to say thank you to him for being my shepherd. But then most importantly, I want to say thank you to the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Bishop Dr. Claude Porter, for allowing me to sit at his feet and soak up all of that wisdom and to give me the plan and the research.
Come on, man.
For ministry.
All right.
We was in his office one day and he told me, Rev, you got to get you an army. I don't know if he really realized what he was saying to me, because when you tell me to do something, and if it just makes sense, I'm going to do just that.
Okay.
And so certainly to the founders of Black Men United, Anthony Prince, Terry Young, and Johnny Jackson, because right there on the parking lot of the church, we didn't have anything. All we had was each other. And 5 years later, you're looking at an organization that is employing about 128 people.
All right.
You're looking at an organization that has helped over 12.5 million people around this country. You're looking at an organization that has helped over 600,000 people on the west side alone. You're looking at an organization that has blessed some 700,000 people in Proviso Township.
Come on, man.
And so without people, we wouldn't be necessary. And so people make us who we are. And to all of the people that are out there, we are the United Nations of not-for-profits.
You gotta listen.
We are pro-black, but we're not anti-anybody. And all we're trying to do is paint a different picture, tell a different story, share a different narrative about black men in America that is positive, productive, and progressive, while building bridges and not walls. And so, to all of the police chiefs, we want to say thank you for showing them what serving and protecting really looks like. To all of our partners, the mayors, to all of the senators, to all of the commissioners, and certainly to Congressman Danny Davis.
Yes, sir.
Because of his policy, I am a recipient
You better listen.
of the Second Chance Act.
You better listen.
I'm an ex-offender. I'm not afraid of that word. I've taken 30 years of my life rebranding, rebuilding, and bringing hope to ex-offenders, letting people know that if God can do this for me, there's hope for anybody. And so I had all of this stuff to say on this page, y'all, but I just thought I would just allow the Lord to use me because I am what I am, and that's all that I am. Somebody said, why you didn't put a suit on today? I said, man, because after this press conference, I got to roll up my sleeves and I got to go to work. Because the people, they need us. And they need us to care, to give hope, to love them, regardless of their background, regardless of the color of their skin, regardless if they're a man or a woman, or whatever their preferences are. Our job is to bring hope, is to share, show, and shower our brothers and sisters with love. Are we our brother's keeper? Talk back to me. Don't make me work this hard. And so lastly, I'm going to leave you because I'm closing, and finally, this the third close. I want to say thank you to Kerry Young. Kerry Young was a brother that saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And I want to say thank you for Kerry for believing in me, for entrusting in me, and for making sure that I had all the relationships and resources that he had.
Yes, sir.
But then there was Larry Huggins. Larry Huggins said, Reb, I want to make sure that wherever I go, whatever platform I have, I want to make sure you have the playing platform. And so, y'all, I want to say thank you very much for coming out. God bless you all. And in the word of Russell Simmons, good night.
For the media, if there are any questions about the project, let me be clear, nothing but the project. Anything else you want to discuss, you can see the governor's PR team over there. But any question about the project? That part. All right then. Well, good. Y'all can go get in place.